I'll start us off. I'm Artie Schweitzer. This is my wife, Sheri Bowman. This is Gus. Found him on a road in East Texas. He was running by himself in the rainstorm. We needed some help, so we found out through a friend about Tiffany, about Positively Tiffany. And we did the 2 weeks of kind of intense, daily training with him. He is a totally different dog. He loves Tiffany. He is, a sweetheart. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He has changed 100%. We used to be nervous around kids, with him, and he is so good around kids now. He is good around people. He's good around other dogs. We can take him to public places. None of that would be possible without Tiffany, and it's been amazing. Share?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just the relationship has improved so much. We have so much respect from our dog, and he trusts us, and we're all happier because of it.
There was nothing out there that helped us stop the nipping, stop the biting, and until we met you.
Yeah. I think what I learned is that the positive reinforcement is so great for teaching concepts, but the other thing we learned is how to hold him accountable, and he listens to us now in a way that he never did before, and that's been really amazing.
No, I love that. That's such a big point that I think a lot of people miss, actually, is that, and you guys, this is not scripted all. Like, I didn't tell you guys this.
No, I wouldn't BS you. That's not me.
Like 90% of the stuff that I do, you guys can attest to this. Probably, like, I teach with food, right? Make sure that he understands it, and everything is very fair.
Yep.
And I spend a lot of time making sure that it's very obvious he understands the concepts.
Yep.
And then once he does, we start introducing the three what?
The 3 Ds.
That's right. Distraction, duration, distance.
Yep.
Distraction, duration, distance.
And then we start building those into each of the behaviors and understanding, like, hey, how we live with our dog is the most important piece. And then once we see that they're grasping those concepts, we hold them accountable as we go forward.
Okay, thank you.
We hold them accountable as we go forward. And accountability is so important. And I think a lot of people miss that. They're like, well, I taught him with food, but he doesn't follow through, even though he understands the behavior.
Right.
Because they don't like the other part, which is what's perpetuated online from, a one-sided opinion that says...
And it confused him. Now things are much more clear for him on what's acceptable behavior and what should be rewarded and what's not. And it just makes the relationship so much better. It's hard work up front, and then it pays off.
You just changed the way that I view dogs and the way that I kind of connected with them, and you made it such it's a conversation we're having with our dogs, and I looked at it in a totally different point of view that you taught us. And it was, for me, that's what changed. This is my first dog as an adult. That's mine. Sheriff's had one before, but this is the first one, and you just totally changed the way that I view it. And it was pretty amazing to kind of learn that mindset from you. You put the foundation in for us, and it is work. We do have to work on things.
Well, and you look at where we're at today.
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
looks like we're in a cornfield, but we're actually at kind of a brewery outdoor bar situation, and that's what we've learned with him is we set the foundation, but now we're doing a lot of situational learning. So he's got a lot of distractions around. He's learning how to behave.
Public situations, real world.
In public situations with tons of distractions, a lot of unexpected distractions coming his way, and
he's sound asleep. It's been just the whole experience of all of this has been just amazing. He helps me in so many ways get out of, if I'm having a rough day, or if I'm having a tough day, or there's something's bothering me and I'm sad, he can recognize that. He senses that. And a lot of that comes from the foundation that you had put in. He's just way more perceptive now, and he's just a different dog, and we have you to thank. And you know, all of that would be it wouldn't be possible without you. This is our little family.
I was about to say, it's a family.
Yeah.
And there is a understood platform of expectations, loyalty, mutual trust and respect, and affection for one another. And if the communication piece wasn't present, there wouldn't be that tight bond or that perception where he would recognize that he could show up for you in the way that you needed.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have been able to have done that in the first place if you guys wouldn't have put the work in.
Yeah. And you know, this is the last thing I'll say, and then I'll let Cher kind of wrap it up. But you know, it is work. You know, this is, you know, what Tiff does is she shows you how to do it, but you have to take the time.
Helping dogs, training people.
Yeah, but you have to take the time to, you know, to walk him, to do the training that she teaches you. And if you don't do that, then it's kind of all, you know, it's not going to work. But you've got to put the effort in. And once you kind of realize that you're putting the effort in, and once they realize you're putting the effort in, they trust you, and it just becomes a totally different relationship. It's a totally different relationship that I've never had a relationship like this with a dog before, ever. And it's all because of what you've taught us and what you've taught him. And it just, I couldn't be more thankful for it. And it's just been amazing. It really has.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up. I mean, our dog is really shit.
Obviously.
But yeah, just talking about relationships, we've got a new friend too. So Tiffany's amazing, and a new part of our life, and we're grateful for that. You know, just because of this whole experience. So
Thank you.
we love you, Tiff.
We love you guys.